me, lads. Here we go. Go the Cowboys.
Hey guys, Sean Media just want to do a big shout out to Rugby League Coffee Lounge. All the best this year, 2020.
Alright, oh yeah. Fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to the Sunday Football Review for round 8 of the 2023 NRL season. And it is well and truly fins up for the Redcliffe Dolphins, or whatever the hell they would have been called now. Dolphins 28, Titans 26. The Gold Coast led 26 points to nil. It was the equal biggest comeback in NRL history from the Dolphins. Unbelievable effort. And Manly barely survived the Tigers out of Campbelltown, 22 points to 16. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe. I would really appreciate that if you're new around here. And what a very interesting Sunday it was for rugby league. Very interesting Sunday football. Hello to the live chat that's here. Hello to Faraz. Hello to Aussie Mozzie. Hello to Depressed Sharks fan. Let's Go Bulldogs is here. Jason Reader. Hello, everyone. 6 out of 6 on your tips, Jason. Well done, mate. Well done. Yeet boy. 6 out of 6. Yeah, I know a few people that have got all their tips right so far. I've only got one wrong, and that was the Bellutti Panthers the other night. Sleepy Day Pub Beers and Jokes is here. Hello, mate. Damien from Newcastle. Hello. Hope you guys are all doing well. Blue Melbourne Storm fan is here too. How you going, bro? All right. Let's get into the Sunday football review, shall we? This won't be a long review. Just going to be a bit of a quick review on both games from today. And you know what? Let's go back to the very first game. Dolphins 28, Titans 26. Can you believe what you've seen in this game? Now, I live streamed it, did a live reaction to the Dolphins and Titans game, and you wouldn't have expected this sort of outcome, man. Like, imagine leading 26-0 and getting run down 28-26. It would break your club mentally. It would break your confidence mentally. It would affect you for a long time. I don't know how the Titans are going to recover from this. It's very hard to imagine the Gold Coast bouncing back from that result. Like, mentally, that's going to hurt them for a while, man. I can't believe they bottled this game. You know, 26-0 up. They had Brimson, they had Foran, they had Tanner Boyd. They had the spine to close this game out. And even at 26-0, they still couldn't do it. And people are going to say, oh, but the possession changed, blah, blah, blah. Well, in the first half, the Gold Coast had 70% possession. They had, I think they had 8 or 9 more sets than the Dolphins. It was 26-6 at halftime. And unbelievable from the Dolphins, the way they fought back. They got back in the game. Yes, the possession did change. The Dolphins had about 70% in that second half as well. But that's on the back of the Titans' poor mistakes. Had a lot of really poor fundamental errors, terrible last tackle options. And the Dolphins found a way. And you know what? Some of the defense from the Gold Coast was deplorable. I mean, they allowed Mark Nichols and Jared Wallace off the bench to score a try each. 2 props, like, that's ridiculous. The Gold Coast even scored 2 tries in the middle today. Isaac Liu and Tino, but some of the defense was disgusting. Robert Jennings, I mean, we all know what happened there, where he went to score that try and he was short and then he stopped. I don't know why he didn't score. I don't know what he was doing, but he made up for it. He scored 2 tries in this game. And then at the end, with about 6 minutes to go, Ewan Aiken reaches out and scores and wins the game for the Dolphins. Unbelievable from the Dolphins. They deserved it. You know, at 26-0, I was doing a live stream of the game, and I thought I was this close to ending the live stream. But I thought, stick at it, I'll stay with the stream, whatever. And unbelievable. The Dolphins came back and they ended up winning the game 28-26. Unbelievable. At the end, the Titans tried to milk it. When it was 20-26, they tried to milk the kickoff there. Cam Pereira tried to take a dive and get the penalty, but the referee wasn't buying that bullshit. And at the end, the Titans, they had a chance. The Gold Coast had 2 opportunities to go for a 2-point field goal and potentially get this game to golden point, but they didn't do it. They kept running and they fed it with a stupid pass or whatever it was. And, I kind of feel sorry for David Fifita because they give him the ball and they're like, here you go, win the game for us. Here you go, David. And they're not getting David Fifita in the right positions. They're not giving him the opportunities to do what he can do on the field for the Gold Coast, and he's just being wasted out wide. They're not getting him early ball. They're not giving him enough opportunities to open up a game or bust through and set something up or whatever. So I kind of feel sorry for David Fifita. He's not really looking all that flash. And the Gold Coast, they don't know how to use him properly. Fifita just seems to be a bit lazy, seems to be a little bit overweight, seems to be a bit all over the place. And it's not Fifita's fault. It's just the way he's been used. It's terrible. So for the Gold Coast's sake, they need to try and work out a way how to get Fifita the ball and how to have him, how to get him in the game. And, he needs to have an impact on this team, and he's not doing it. The amount of money he's on, he needs to be doing a lot more. Full credit to the Dolphins. Great comeback. The Gold Coast, I don't know where they go from here, the Gold Coast. I really don't know. I don't know what they do from here, the Gold Coast. They have to go to Manly next week and play Manly at Brookie. Now, if they were to go down there and win, it'd be a hell of a turnaround, but it's a really big ask when you're leading 26-0 and you get run down. I don't think the Gold Coast, I don't think the Gold Coast mentally can survive next week. Manly's going to be tough. Obviously, we'll get to Manly today, and we all know how scrappy they were today, but playing Manly next week at Brookie, that's not going to be fun. That'll be a tough time for the Titans. Try scores in this game. Robert Jennings had 2 tries. Mark Nichols got 1. Jared Wallace got 1. And Ewan Aiken obviously got the match winner for the Gold Coast. Tries to Chris Randall, Isaac Liu, Tino, Basur Malawi, and Tanner Boyd. If you watched my round 8 preview on Tuesday in my best bets, I said Jared Wallace, anytime try scorer, would be a good bet, and he did score. So very happy to back him in and get that up. So that was good. But, it's bad for the Gold Coast. I've lost to all the Queensland teams now. I lost to the Broncos last week. They lost to the Cowboys back in round 4 in Townsville, and they let this game go today, leading 26-0. Gold Coast, choke of the year. Dolphins, best comeback I have ever seen in my life. It is the equal biggest comeback in NRL history. In 1998, the Cowboys were down 26-0 against Penrith, and the Cowboys came back and won 36-26. I think this one is better. The Titans led 26-0. Dolphins came back and won 28-26. So shout out to the Dolphins. They get the win, 28-26. My man of the match from the Dolphins-Titans game. Look, it's a tough one because there were a lot of real good players for the Dolphins, I thought, in that second half. But my man of the match, I'm gonna give it, it might sound crazy, but I'm gonna give it to Jared Wallace. Off the bench, scored a try. I think he ran for about 182, 185 meters, something like that. Played about 45 minutes or something. I thought Jared Wallace was outstanding. Cody Nikorima was also very good. So they're probably the two best players on the ground for me. And, you know, if I had to pick a best player from the Gold Coast, I'd probably go. I'd probably go with AJ Brimson, to be honest. Brimson was very good for the Titans, but Dolphins get the win. Jared Wallace, my man of the match. And next game, the final game of Sunday football, Manly 22, Tigers 16. Poor old Tigers, man. Thought the Tigers had it. Thought they were going to steal this one, but it just wasn't to be. They weren't able to hold on for the final 8 minutes. It just wasn't to be. Manly, very clunky, very flat. They need to be better, Manly. They have got to be better than that. Obviously, they were off their game today. But, they'll take it, Manly. They needed that. They're second. Then Manly are now second on the ladder, so that they're playing good footy. Obviously, the big news out of the Tigers Manly game is the injury to Tom Trbojevic. They are talking about a groin injury for Tommy Turbo. He went off with about 15 to go, and I was like, oh no, big loss here. But they still found a way to win without Tom. Obviously, Gareth went to fullback and whatever. I don't know what is going on with Tommy Turbo, but he can't stay fit. I don't know what it is. He went to America, got his hamstring stuff sorted. Thankfully, he hasn't had any hamstring issues. Now he's like the other week he had like an arm complaint or something. Now he's got a groin problem. It's devastating, and it's something that you don't want to be seeing from a superstar like Tommy Turbo. So, hopefully he's okay. Personally, I would not play him next week. I would give Tom the week off and have him fresh, ready to go for the Broncos game at Magic Round. But, it's not good. The way Tom's playing at the moment, it doesn't look 100%. So it's a massive concern. The Tigers, very brave. They were very gutsy in this game. They did have the lead at 16-14. I thought they were going to win at one point. I was like, fuck, they actually might win this. Manly were very scrappy, but in the end, they managed to grind out a 22-16 win. The Tigers, I just don't know. Luke Brooks, all over the place. The young fullback, what's his name? The young fullback for the Tigers, Bula. I thought he did some really good things for the Tigers out there. Obviously, very inexperienced, but he showed some really good signs out there for the Tigers. I thought Papali'i had a very good game. I thought Coruscant played well in the second half. Stafford Talbot looked really strong out there in the centres. Charlie Staines on the wing seems to look very comfortable out there. Poor Alex Twal nearly went over a couple of times. He played well, Twal. It's tough for the Tigers. They just can't seem to finish off the games. They just can't seem to win the games. The halves, the kicking game, it's very scrappy. It's very ordinary. As for Manly, I guess their big name players were able to just stand up towards him. Cherry Evans with that kick to Jason Saab, which ended up being the match-winning try in the end. And some of their big name players, experience-wise, standing up towards the back end. Obviously, Jake Trbojevic in the middle, defending like a machine, like he always does. Olaka Watu looked pretty good out there this afternoon. And you got guys like Sipley. I thought Sipley off the bench was outstanding for Manly. I thought he played really well. The young kid, Faunu, I think he was in the centres at one point when Brad Parker went off injured. So I thought Faunu was very solid. Manly will take it, man. They'll take it. They'll move on to next week. I probably won't be with Tom. Tom probably won't play next week. I guess we'll find out soon enough. But Jason Saab's a weapon out on that wing. He has the ability to be able to score off a crossfield kick or a kick crossfield to him and get Saab in open space. Saab just seems to know how to be there at the right spot. So You know, I thought Saab was very good today for Manly, especially on that wing. But you know, not much more to say about this game. It was a scrappy old game, and in the end, Manly, even though it was ugly, they found a way to get it done, 22-16. Also, I thought it was really stupid that the Tigers went for that. When Manly had a scrum when their young fullback knocked it on, and they were offside off the scrum, and they gave away that penalty. I thought that was really stupid. Like, you know, to concede a penalty goal like that with 5 minutes to go, and then go for a short kickoff that doesn't even go 10 meters. Like, you got to back your defense there. You'd rather be down by 4 with about 5 to go, not 6, because then if you score, then you've got that risk of, you know, scoring and missing the kick and all that sort of stuff. So, you know, being deliberately offside off a scrum, you can see 2 points like that's just ridiculous. So, I thought that was a dumb play from the Tigers. But anyway, Manly win over the Tigers. My man of the match from the Manly Tigers game, look, there wasn't that many standouts, but I'm going to give it to Daly Cherry Evans. Obviously, he had 2 try assists, I think. Had a try himself. You know, kicking game was solid. Manly will take. Cherry Evans is probably the best player on the field for me. So I'll give DCE man of the match in Manly's 22-16 win over the Tigers. I'll also give mention to Sipley. Thought Sipley was very strong for Manly as well. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the Sunday football review for round 8 for 2023 NRL season. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Now, tomorrow's a bit of a strange one because there's no NRL tomorrow, but round 8 of the NRL finishes off on Tuesday. So Tuesday is going to be a really busy day for content. I'm going to have to do Team of the Week Tuesday night, NRL Round 9 tips, probably late Tuesday night. So it's going to be a bit busy tomorrow. I will try to get out a video of some sort tomorrow. I'll work out what the plan is anyway. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for another video of some sort. Anyway, enjoy your Sunday night. Full time. Dolphins 28, Titans 26, and Tigers 16, Manly 22. See you in the next one.